Hey, you know what time it is, and so I want to ask you a question. What is this on the screen? It's a worm, exactly. And do you know what worms do? Worms break up the soil so plants and their roots of the plants can reach out into that soil. Worms eat up dead plants and turn and add nutrients into the soil, lots of kind of vitamins and nutrients for the plants. If the worms didn't do their jobs, our plants couldn't grow. Here's something, a couple things I want you to consider. Do you think worms have ever had anyone tell them they were doing a good job? No. Do you think a worm's family has ever said, you know what? You're a great little worm. Keep up the good work. No, probably not. Do you think a worm ever had a parade or a worm school assembly or a worm recognition in worm church? No. Worms just go about their business being wormy. They get the soil nice and soft. And they rarely probably ever get thanks. But they're doing God's work. They're making that soil so that things are able to grow in it. I started thinking about worms, and you know what? I think we as Christians there are times when we're like the worms. God has lots of little jobs for us. Being kind, helping people, forgiving people. And most of the time when we do these things, it goes unnoticed. We don't have parades because we were kind to someone. We don't always receive special recognition when we've forgiven someone, helped somebody out. When we're nice to our siblings, to our parents, grandparents, or neighbors, they don't hold a parade for us. But, just like the worm, it's important. All of those acts of kindness and forgiveness and help, they're important. Even if we're not recognized for it, God knows that we've done it. So today, this week, whenever you see a worm, I want you to give thanks for that worm, maybe throw a little parade for it. But also remember that we don't always get the recognition for being the children of God in the world, but we got to keep on helping. All right, I'll see you next week.